What is up,
What
Flowty
is
fam?
up?
How's
What up?
everyone doing? I know I saw you guys grooving to the music behind the scenes, so that's all fun.
Oh yeah.
welcome to Flowty Live. My name is Ben Kukainis, here with people you may or may not know. Just kidding. Here with Treaticus and Trevor. How are you guys doing today?
No complaints, brother. No complaints. Fired up to be here.
It's
Absolutely. Ready for some
it's
NBA Finals action.
It's
Oh yeah.
NBA. Yeah, I was gonna say it is NBA Finals Day. We had some
Okay.
good days. We just hit the 100 days until NFL, and now it's NBA Finals Day.
I've just
Um,
fired up my Nuggets. Made it.
right? Because
I'm a,
because you don't root for any other team.
I'm just happy to have my team in the finals.
uh, I'm happy that the Celtics aren't in the finals,
Oh, you
but
sorry, dog.
I'm also just happy that it's the finals.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
awesome. It's such a great time.
But before we get started, just quick logistics. That this program and all postings and publications from it is not to be construed as financial advice. Please use caution and operate within a budget that suits you when transacting on Flowty.io, including purchasing, offering, renting, loaning, borrowing. Flowty.io does not provide financial advice or recommendations. Thank you.
That's what I'm talking about.
Now, yes. Now that now that that's out of the way, we will get started. We're here to talk legendary sets,
Yeah.
specifically for S4, and we do have 3 moments to give away. We have 3 playoff moments that we're giving away. Bam Adebayo one, Jamal Murray one, and Miami Heat. We will also talk about how the Nuggets playoff moments have just gone
Unbelievable.
absolutely haywire.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that in a second. Treat, do you want to commiserate a little bit on the Sixers and Celtics? Trevor, you can chime in as a neutral observer. I was bitter. I was bitter. So but actually, bitter might not be I was livid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, man, the Celtics got lucky, right? I mean, you can hate on it, hate on your Sixers, but that Tatum run there in that fourth, I mean, he was terrible, and then all of a sudden he was a world beater. I mean, it's just luck.
And I was watching when in that game 6 when Sixers were up by I think 5 with like 5 minutes play, when Tatum hit those back-to-back threes, I was like, that's it. That's it. I got this feeling in the pit of my stomach that this is it.
Yeah, it's the worst. It's the worst. But yeah, I mean, I like the Sixers. I think they're a hell of a team, and Maxey, right? You can't help
Love Maxey.
Really root for that guy.
He's just smiling like ear to ear all the time.
Yeah, and he's just loving the game. And I don't know. I look back at that series, and I saw a little bit of it against the Hawks. Just the Celtics just fall apart, and you're going, "What are you doing?" What?
Yeah, it was. I mean, they were looking good, and then all of a sudden, boom! You're in Game 6 already.
Yeah. And so I don't know what that is, honestly. What causes them to kind of completely lose composure? I don't know if it's just that they think they're really talented, and teams are just going to lay down. I don't know. I don't have an answer, but it's obviously an issue.
So, I mean, the questions I have here, and Trevor, I'd be curious to hear, your opinions on like Harden's future, Brown's, Smart's, Joe Mazzulla's, and is Nick Nurse the answer for the Sixers?
Harden, he still flashes it from time to time. And I think somebody is still going to make him a crazy deal, as they maybe are really trying to get out and prove themselves to get out of maybe on the fringe playoff or getting out of a rebuild. They're going to probably think that he's going to be the answer to really get them and replace themselves. Maybe I don't know if it's necessarily Houston. I know they're bringing all of Missoula's crew over from the Celtics from
Yeah.
Jokic days. And they sound like they want him, but I don't know. Like, someone's gonna take the gamble on Harden.
Yeah,
their answer to elevate their.
I do think some of that was like agent speak, like releasing intent on going back to Houston. I think that was a little bit to be like, hey, Morey, can we do this? 4 years, $210 million. And yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know
I'm not sure either.
What do you got? I mean, what do you guys? So, all right. So, Chris, as a Celtics man,
yeah,
I know that the fan base like soured hardcore on Jaylen Brown. Maybe not as much on Marcus Smart, but like those are the two guys. Like it seems to be a foregone conclusion that both of those guys are gone. Like, are they?
Yeah, I don't really think so. I mean, I think Brad Stevens is going to run it back because, I mean, Eastern Conference Finals 2 years in a row, finals last year. But I think the fact that Jaylen and Jason had so much success early on, you get that. That's the expectation now. Finals or bust, but that's really hard, right? Now I will admit, Brown seems to forget how to dribble.
Did you see turnovers in Game 7, right?
Yeah. For first time someone has had 8 turnovers in Game 7 since Joel Embiid. I think it
Classic.
was. Yeah. Did you see someone? I forget who said it. Maybe it was Spoelstra. He was just like, yeah, we're just going to get Jaylen Brown to drive to the left. And then they just showed clip after clip. Every single time he drove to the left, it was a turnover. It was unbelievable.
I feel like they got to upgrade at point somehow and actually get a true point guard in there to kind of take some of that ball handling and playmaking off of both Brown and Tatum, and let Tatum focus a little bit more on the scoring side too. Jaylen Brown is so skilled in general. I think it's just maybe some of his faults all of a sudden really had the spotlight shined onto them in the brightest of lights.
Right.
And so I think maybe, and it's hard because both Derek White balled his ass off, in the playoffs, and he looks really good. And Smart was the defensive player of the year. What was it, last year? How do you kind of move that and expect an upgrade? But I think someone that can come in there and really take some of that pressure off of them is going to be needed to sustain it. But it's hard to say that they didn't reach success, like you said. It almost feels like NBA Finals are bust, but Eastern Conference Finals Game 7. I mean, that's pretty far to make it. Either way, back when I lived in Detroit, the Pistons at that time were on their 7-year streak, I think it was, of Eastern Conference Finals appearances, and that was a good feeling. But in the moment, you wanted to, think it'd be finals, championship or bust. But then, like, you look back and like, God damn, we made it to the Eastern Conference Finals 7 years in a row. Like, that was wild.
Yeah. And they're still so young. I mean,
they are.
It's hard to. I mean, these guys are. What, Brown's 28, Tatum's 27, or are they? Is it? There's a year older.
I thought
27,
Tatum
26
was younger. I said Tatum was in. Yeah, I thought Tatum was younger.
Yeah,
he's 20. Younger. He's 25. Yeah,
Horford ain't on that same frequency. The
Horford is applying for his
Horford.
What's the senior card?
AARP.
I
would know. You young guys. Oh, what's that? Yeah, you don't even. You still don't. You don't have any trouble pissing. So you guys are young and strong and virile. I'm old. I know what the AARP is.
I don't know. I'm getting worn down at age. I'm closer to AARP than I am to legal drinking age. I'm slowly getting worn
You're
down.
Getting there. You can't beat Father Time.
I do want to say, because we got a bunch of people in here, so I do just want to say thank you so much to everyone in here. Big thanks, Boston Base. Glad you are tuning in. I know we have fun on We have fun on Twitter. And then Dream Shake reminding us only a little over an hour to get the Heat redemptions at some of the lowest prices they'll be all series. I'm not sure.
Dream Shake. I don't know who he roots for. I'm not sure about his fandom. He's so quiet about his team.
I'll be honest. I mean, I'm diehard Philly 4 and everything, but like thanks to this community a lot, like I've gravitated more so to just like NBA fan.
Yeah.
I'm not, you won't catch me, half my family's from Cleveland, so soft spot there, but you won't catch me wearing a Knicks jersey or a Celtics jersey or something. But yeah, I think I could stomach a Blazers jersey. Really? Trevor, if you have an extra Dame jersey that you want to send my way,
I got a closet full of jerseys, not only all my Blazer ones, but back in my high school days, I was rocking jerseys of all my favorite players. So I figured I'd bring two of them out for today. My D-Wade jersey.
Nice.
I rock this a lot.
Yes.
And then also my guy Melo. I got one of his also in the Blazer jersey, but shout out to Carmelo, just recently retiring. But I got both of the jerseys for the teams in the finals representing here tonight. So I had to bring them out.
Love those Denver colors.
Oh, I love
yes.
Those Denver jerseys are like on par with the Phillies powder blue jerseys. Like they're so clean and crisp.
They are. They are.
Yeah, you're a jersey guy. I'm a hat guy.
Oh yeah,
I got a lot of hats too. I collected a lot of things early on in terms of jerseys and hats of all my favorite players and everything. So I got a few.
Yeah,
including hats. Gotta believe Ted Lasso.
Beautiful. Love that show.
This week.
And you got to love that show if you're a Top Shot collector, right? You got to still believe.
There it is. We tied it all together.
We did. You could. I might be producing, but feel free to boot me off the stream because I have yet to watch Ted Lasso. It's on my list. I have a 19-month-old, and I'm like, whenever I watch TV, the only thing I want to do is watch reruns.
I get it. So you get a pass for the 19. That's a lot of work. 19 months old. That's you're in the thick of it.
Give me like 3 months and I'll catch up on Ted Lasso. Yeah. Give me like 3 months. We did. Oh, I heard, and I love Jason Sudeikis. I love soccer. The one new show I did just finish was Welcome to Wrexham, which was awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, the Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I love those two guys.
Yeah, it's awesome. Awesome, like documentary style.
Okay.
Tweaker, thank you. I'm glad you're in here. He says you're not alone. You're not alone, dude. Haven't seen it. So
what?
Okay. All right, makes me feel better.
Well, no wonder he's a tweaker. I mean,
that's a low level to steep yourself down to.
Yeah.
Oh, I got you. I got your back.
Well, you're already low because you're on here with us. So
that's right.
I guess
that's right.
Where else can you go?
The worst of the D-gens make it right here.
Right, exactly. 12:45 on a Thursday. I got a question, and this was coming up next on our show sheet. Actually, thoughts on the Nurse signing.
Yeah.
The running joke being that going from nurse to doctor. Running joke being Nick Nurse actually has a PhD. So he is literally a doctor.
PhD in leadership or
it's something. It's not leadership. Sports
I got a minor in leadership once upon a time in college.
And
that was an actual minor.
And look at you now on a live stream talking about NBA Top Shot.
I know it's taken me real far.
You are a leader. Somebody's always following you. Everybody's a leader, right?
That sounds almost creepy.
I feel like that's what people said about Jim Jones, maybe.
So that's a good point.
Which one?
So yeah, guys, thoughts on Nick Nurse? Treat, I'll start with you.
Yeah, man. So doesn't it feel like the NBA coach, the biggest thing is managing the personalities and egos? And I got to see Embiid live this year, thanks to the Grizz Gang NBA Top Shot, and he's a big man and a big personality. So, I don't know that. Is he a problem? I don't think so. I mean, I'm sure he's hard to manage because he's one of the best players in the world, and they all are, right? I mean, you get to that level. So,
what's the percentage? I mean, when you think of, because there's so few players on the NBA, like when you break, we're probably talking like 0.0001% of people who play organized basketball growing up.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I was nominated. I was one of 3 players my senior year in high school to play in the McDonald's All-American. Nominated. I didn't play. There were 3 players in Arkansas that got nominated. So, and then I played at the University of Central Arkansas, NAIA. And as good as I was in high school, I couldn't even get to sniff the court in college at that level. So these guys, it's just unreal how good they are. And so it's no wonder they have an ego. I'd have an ego. I got an ego right now, and I'm a nobody. So, what if
you're an All-American nominee or All-State nominee?
Thank you.
Come on, I'm gonna change your little label here from lifelong Denver Nuggets fan to All-State nominee.
All-American.
All-American. Sorry.
I mean, like at least King Brett, his ex-girlfriend has relationships with NBA players. I mean, that's closer to the NBA than I'll ever be. So.
Trevor, what do you think of Nurse? So, and then I'll share my thoughts on that, the personalities and Embiid.
Because he was with the Raptors for a while, and I don't know, the Raptors seem to have like a tendency to let go of these pretty good coaches right as they're kind of hitting their stride. I don't know, I feel like they need to maybe look for a little bit more continuity there but at times it sounds like the whole entire team's going to shake up. So I don't know. But like with Dwayne Casey, right? He got fired. I think the year that he won Coach of the Year, and by the time he went to accept his award, he was already fired. Yeah. So that was crazy. Wild. But I know it didn't really work out there in Detroit either. And so they just got Monty. What was it yesterday?
Yeah, 6 years, right?
Yep. But I don't know. Like I think he seemed pretty good. I liked him. And it'll be interesting. I think sometimes coaches, they can be good in the right scenarios and then just suck elsewhere. And so it'll be cool to maybe he's able to catch lightning there and really galvanize the team and bring them all together. But maybe then it doesn't work the next place. He's shown like that he can do it for bits of time.
I mean, I agree with that, Trevor. Like, it doesn't feel like in the same way sometimes players just need the right, spot, right? There's just the right mix of people around them. It feels like that with coaches too, right? You got front office issues, player issues. You got your coaching staff. It's almost like they need to hit their groove just like a player does. It's all about that.
Look at Doc Rivers. I mean, he's been milking the Garnett, Pierce, Ray Allen championship for, what was that? 15?
Yeah,
15 years ago, something like that.
Yeah. So so it all kind of it's kind of a mysterious mix when you get down to it. Everything kind of coming together. I mean, that Raptors championship is a good example of that, right? It just there's a whole lot of things that got to go your way to be successful.
Look at the quadruple bounce against the Sixers. Like, talk about things having to literally bouncing your way.
Oh my God!
Because I am fully convinced if that game went to OT, Sixers were taking that and going to the championship.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. How it can turn like that, and all of a sudden, you're a failure as a 76ers coach. It's tough.
Yeah. Oh, we're.
I'm looking through the comments right now. I refuse to believe it, Tweaker, that you've dunked on someone.
No way.
I got my kids 4-foot plastic basketball hoop in the background or in the backyard. Maybe
ex NBA champ. No, it didn't happen, Tweaker. We got to see video of that. That's a bunch of bull.
Yeah, Pixar didn't happen.
Pixar didn't. Motion Pixar didn't happen.
Video of Brett's ex-girlfriends with NBA players also accepted.
All right, I want to move on so we can get to some Top Shot talk.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We'll get to the first giveaway in a second, but how do you guys think the Champions Path and Redemptions are going so far? I've enjoyed it. I've sort of tailed off a little bit, as prices get a little higher. We were just talking about the Nuggets moments, like Christian Braun is like $85 right now. But have you guys been like keeping up with it, doing the trade-ins, anything like that?
Yeah. I've been, I don't do a lot of like trying to flip stuff. So my collection is all around Celtics and Grizzlies. And just because I'm having fun. I'm enjoying collecting. So what I did is as soon as I could, I got enough redemptions that if the Grizz or the Celtics went all the way, I was good to go. And so it was fun. The games did mean more. Not like it was. It's not like betting on it. Does that make sense? Like it's not the feeling I have when I bet on a game, but I had a little more invested than I did last year.
Sure.
Does that make sense?
Oh, absolutely.
So it was fun. It was fun.
Well, because if you're talking about betting on just a game, that's done as soon as the clock hits zero. But now we're thinking about full series. And
and so potentially my financial investment, my team could have paid off in my collection, but it didn't. But
mine didn't either. Mine didn't either. I'm probably like I wanted to keep up and complete the set, but I'm going after the second. I'm going after the Jabari Smith reward, so I'll probably finish the playoff set like over the summer or something like that.
Nice.
What about you, Trevor?
I won't complete the set.
I bought packs and, I've purchased some, but I haven't really been as active on the redemption side. I still hold a bunch that I pulled in packs. I redeemed, I think, the first round. I don't even think I went into the second round with it just because I figured people are going to be trying to burn up. And I don't know. It's not one I'm particularly chasing. Though I do agree a lot of the curation is pretty good on these moments. I like what they're doing with them. I like the concept of redemptions. Redemptions, like the whole thing, like at first I thought it was insanely complicated. And I didn't get it. And I don't think anybody did for a while, but it makes sense now that the concept's there. Like I can see it really evolving and becoming a really core part of season 5. I hope, but we don't know.
I hope they do the same thing even if not regular season, I hope they do it again.
So I think it's something that they're seeing a lot of engagement and fun out of. So I'm hoping that as a concept it really sticks around. But me personally, I don't know. I've read the story too many times on what's kind of hot and what's happening right now. And so I've been focusing a lot more of my buying on S1 debuts personally.
Nice.
And so I know just the other day I got my Shea Gilgeous-Alexander Top Shot debut from an offer accepted from Arsenic on Flowty. He went through and accepted that, and a bunch of others. I was able to finally pass Alexo on the Dame archive.
Number one, right?
That's big.
Jockey back and forth, that motherfucker. But I passed his ass back up, and so that was good, and especially be able to flex on it. I'm sure he's got pissed off and passed it back up, but I was able to take a picture of it again.
That's a great flex, man.
He's an awesome guy, and it's to me it's my favorite moment on the platform, and probably most important as a Blazer fan. Though some of the previous ones, like the Dame from 2 years ago, where I think he had 11 threes in a playoff game. That one was pretty good. But other than that, that Dame archive is where it's at for me as a Blazers fan. I'm excited to see what we do kind of moving forward with redemptions and how that affects the ability to like cap the amount of mints on a particular player each season. Well, also,
Yeah.
I think there's a little bit there that's an addition where they were able to sell these moments before they happened. And I would love to personally see this for like redemptions of rookies. Like
Wow.
for the draft later this month, like they have a pack drop of redemptions, and you then can buy them then, but then redeem them throughout the season for that player. And so it captures a little bit of the hype around the draft there, and you're able to kind of buy and sell like your redemption for it while they really kind of pick out and have some time to really choose what are going to be their moments. Since sometimes I feel like Top Shot's a little bit pressed for time to get out moments quickly. This kind of like, hey, let's wait until they really come up with a cool ass moment before we mint it.
The redemption, when you think about it, like at their core, they're tokens. Like they're tokens, same as you can only use them in one spot. But I'm with you. I'm also with Michael. Rookie revelation moments of draft footage are beautiful. I'm all in on that. Like it's gonna take me a while to get the set, but I'm all in on that.
Are you really? You're going after it.
I mean I did the Keegan Murray. So right now I need one more moment for the Jabari Smith, and so then I'll have like 14 out of the 20 or something like that. We'll get to that in a minute. But how about we do our first trivia question?
Oh yeah, all right. Trivia.
So the way this works is super easy. Flash a question on the screen, and first one with the right answer in the comments wins the moment. These are from my collection, so if you win, just DM me either in Discord, in the Flowty Discord, or DM me on Twitter at We Go Live in 5. As a reminder, our 3 giveaways that we're doing today. First one we'll do is Bam Adebayo's playoff moment giveaway. And question is here. What pick in the 2017 NBA draft was Adebayo selected? So we'll see. We'll see. Trevor had his guess and it was very close.
I was one pick off when I made my guess.
You were. Yeah. So now we got 9.
I haven't seen it yet.
No, I haven't seen it yet.
I see it now.
There we go.
Nice.
There we go. Nice. D-Jack, you got
D-Jack
14th pick. So congratulations on that. Again, shoot me a message and I'll get that over to you.
Congrats.
His TS is just Juice Shack.
Okay, cool. I'm not the biggest. So everyone else, I'm glad you got the answer, but yeah, we just do first come how it appears here.
Right.
I'm not the biggest Adebayo fan. Like I think he's sort of like a fake big man.
Really?
But
Can't call him fake and just like then back away from it.
I don't know. But here's the thing. I started looking at the 2017 class, and he's one of only a very, very few. Listen to this. If we go down the list, okay, from first pick down through Adebayo. First pick, Fultz, bust. Second pick, Lonzo, may never play again, apparently.
Injured, yeah.
Third pick, Tatum, obviously.
Nice.
Fourth pick, Josh Jackson. No. De'Aaron Fox with the 5th.
Nice.
Yeah, back-to-backs here, Jonathan Isaac and Lauri Markkanen. Like, okay, especially Markkanen. But then Frank Ntilikina, Dennis Smith Jr., Zach Collins, Malik Monk, and Luke Kennard, okay. And then 13th pick, Donovan Mitchell, and 14th pick, Bam Adebayo. So they're like a lot of duds in the top 15. Yeah. So I would still say like that's pretty solid pick by the Heat. Tweaker, Bam taking shots from Ben. He's just frustrating to watch sometimes because on wide open rebounds, he grabs them down with all of his might. And then whenever there's a contested rebound, he gets absolutely manhandled by someone who's half a foot shorter than him.
So you're saying he's soft?
Yeah, he's a finesse big man. So I don't want to say a fake big man. He's a finesse big man, which I do think implies something soft. Torque Penderloin. What an awful draft class.
It was not good.
Tatum, Fox, Mitchell. Oh my God! After Bam, the only other people who
I don't know. I don't even know why the Heat participate in the draft because they don't even need it.
They don't even need them.
So
they don't
great
even need them.
Developing players.
Yeah.
I'm sick of hearing that shit.
We'll get to that shortly as well. But all right. So moving on to, I guess, the main topic is legendary sets.
Yes.
And so what I'm thinking here is obviously like the big thing is rookie revelation.
Yeah.
How do you think Top Shot 50 resonated with the community? Like, was it supposed to replace Hollow Icon?
Yeah, it was.
It was.
It was supposed to be it is like they said they rebranded it essentially, but it was that set that continued on, which is fine. I mean, they had it as Hollow MMXX anyways in the first season, so I think changing the name isn't that big of a deal, even though it's known as their flagship like legendary set. But I feel like Rookie Revelations kind of is almost like a flagship set itself.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, if you recall, they teased Rookie Revelation at the beginning of S3. That was in the S3 roadmap, and that was like one of the things I was most excited about in the S3 roadmap. So I guess we're talking something that came out like, I don't know, August 2021 or something like that. Yeah, they teased Rookie Revelation, and then that never happened. So
that makes sense since it was part of NFL All Day. Yeah, they have their Rookie Revelation set.
Right. That is true. I have separate thoughts on NFL All Day.
It feels like the community right around the rookies is always there, just because even though it's a legendary, these players have other legendaries. So this is another legendary of that player, but it's series 4. Whereas the Rookie Revelation, it's their rookie, it's their legendary.
It's the rookie, and as I'm sorry, I forget who made the comment. I think I'm a bigger NCAA basketball fan than I am an NBA fan. So the fact that they had the draft footage in those moments, that for me that was sort of like, all right, Ben, pull out your wallet. It's time. It's time.
I love the draft footage since I was actually there.
You were there. That's right.
Trevor, man, you're living the dream, bro.
Well, that was the same week as NFT NYC last year, and so I was there for NFT NYC, and Eternal at the time paid for my trip and everything like that. So it was nice to have that whole trip paid for and get scammed right in front of fucking Barclays for a fake ticket.
I hope.
But I made it, and I made it on the broadcast.
That's right. Yeah, you were on the big screen.
So how do you get things paid for by? That's amazing.
We had a Sean Kingston concert during NFT NYC, and so I was running that, and so they paid for my trip out there to be a part of the convention. And so we had the night of that, and otherwise I was going to all the other parties and stuff during NFT NYC. It's like the best week ever.
So wearing this floaty hat is going to get me to Summer League NBA Con.
It's the ticket. You show up and they give you VIP access, red carpet.
Adam Silver says, "Oh, you're with Floaty.
Get in here."
Mike, are you still in here? Because I'm waiting for my voucher for my plane ticket to Vegas. I'm not sure if you're still in here, Mike. For me, the Rookie Revelation though was almost like a culmination. Michael Wally, thanks for tuning in, man. I know you said you got to run. Thanks for tuning in, man. Appreciate it. It was sort of like a lead up of everything, because you start with the rare rookie debut S1 set, which I'm in the almost done completing. I can't stomach spending $900 on Zion. Right now.
Okay.
I have the Miranda already, but so you go from the S1 rookie debut, then to the Rising Stars S2, which was a phenomenal set, I think.
Yes,
in
very,
S2.
very well received.
Yeah.
Very well liked. Yeah.
At the time.
Then they.
I mean, I don't know. Was it? That was when they had Seeing Stars,
Seeing Stars,
All-Star,
Rising Star,
and Rising Stars all around basically the All-Star weekend. And that was where like the oversupply first really got exposed.
Well, Seeing Stars was like the start of the oversupply, but not everyone was over the moon for Rising Stars because of the Edwards moment. Like it was like because of the Edwards dunk. And I mean,
that was announced by the NBA. Or no, Top Shot announced the Rising Stars roster for the NBA.
Right.
That was such a big deal. Yeah. Back when they
activation.
Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, they were working together.
I have to agree with this, Torque. Dope concept to own a rookie trifecta of debut, MGLE, and Lego. I'm doing that. So I'm doing that with like Jade. I'm doing that with all the Big Ten boys. So like Jaden Ivey, Malachi Bryan and stuff. I'm trying to do it with all that. Yeah.
I've never thought about that. Man, Torque is he's a thinker. Man, he's a sharp fella. I like that a lot.
What about I guess the one thing that we're looking, the only thing left to do in terms of S4 Top Shot is the NBA Finals legendary. Aside from, the remaining playoff moments and stuff is Finals legendary. Do we know what the mint count? Because I know it went from like 50 to 99, and then last year was 75, I think. Do we know what the mint count is this year? Trevor?
I don't know.
I don't know if they've announced it. I haven't really seen too much about it in general. I think the whole redemptions is kind of taken over.
Which is smart. I think that which is smart.
It's more engaging, but at the same time, like it's maybe I don't know, maybe right now during like at the start of the NBA Finals would be the time for them to bring it back and remind us what the hell is going to be happening. So then all of a sudden we're going in and doing that, tagging the NBA Top Shot this bot on Twitter and getting that engagement to try to get your favorite moment from the finals added into that.
Yeah,
right.
That's cool. That would be cool.
Did you?
You see that? You see them using it that way? The bot. I mean, that's really intriguing. That's new, right?
Yeah, I didn't. I'll be honest. I was late to the party on that, so I didn't see. Trevor, how did that all work? You just responded to something put out by the NBA?
Yeah.
No, it was a bot that like a Twitter bot that Top Shot created, and once you tag it in a like NBA, I think in really any post, but it's intended for NBA posts. Once you do that, it'll DM you a redemption link, like that comes from one of their accounts. I forgot what it was. But yeah, there's just a pool of moments and they're mostly trade tickets. So when you do that, then it sends you a free moment. And so I think it's just the idea to encourage like different types of you tagging Top Shot on NBA content,
right?
And kind of get a lot of engagement in that way. And people are getting paid $1 or 85 cents, whatever we want to look at what a trade ticket's worth.
It's just cool. It's just always fun to see community driven or original tools or concepts.
And it could be used because to tag on highlights, right? If the community tags this highlight enough, it'll be a moment or some sort of organic way of letting the community tell you what moments they want, and you add that to kind of the redemption play, and you're putting a lot of control in the collectors and what actually is going to be minted in Series 5. Right. And I may be completely wrong. This isn't alpha. I've got no inside information. I wasn't on the yacht this weekend, but it seems like
that's what anybody who was on the yacht would say, by the
way. But it seems like that's where we're leaning into that. It's more control with the collectors to say these are the moments I want. And so I don't know. I'm just reading between the lines like that bot and redemptions together could be some sort of way. And then you're also communicating to the NBA, hey, you've got an engaged fan base here. I mean,
that's something else that differentiates it from wax and hobby, which I also enjoy, but it's nice to have some control.
Yeah.
I mean, same thing with redemptions. Theoretically, you have control over the mint count also. In the first couple rounds, like I had some of the redemption moments themselves, but chose to redeem the playoff moments because you get the new one and you bring down the mint count and increase the scarcity of the other ones.
It makes sense. Yeah, I love. Yeah.
Let's not forget, at the same time, they just introduced the the Collector Council.
Yes,
that you could fill out the form to be a part of. To have like a direct line to the Top Shot team outside of Discord and Twitter. To try to be a part of these conversations and have your voice heard. So that's something that I think, again, going back to, they really want to engage the community and get their input on how it can be improved and make this a better product. So I think they're hitting on a lot of different ways for engagement and getting this feedback, and it's cool to see.
I agree. Yeah. It seems like the momentum is leaning in towards real community driven and collectible focus, even though but the gamification is now leaning into collecting, with redemption. So
exactly. I mean, I do sort of feel bad for some people who are spending the $80, $90, $100 for the Christian Braun and stuff. Like, I hope they know what they're getting into, that it is gonna come back down to like 15 or something.
It's going
at least they're getting the TSS out of it.
No, that's true. That is true. And that's a point that I think people need to be reminded of, is like, whatever you spent on it, that goes towards your score. So like, you selling it for low, like just hold on to it and keep the score. What do you think? Time for next giveaway and trivia question?
Yes, good.
All right, let's do it. So let me flash this again. So we're going to go with Jamal Murray playoff moment giveaway this time. Again, you'll see the question on the screen. First person in the comments with the right answer gets the prize. I have to disclose, so last time, like, someone responded, two people responded at the same time, and one person responded first on their end, but it came up differently on my end. So just put it out there. It's whatever I see first. Okay. So
there you go.
Yes,
you're the boss.
Just put it out there. So for the Murray playoff moment in 2021, Murray became the first player in NBA history to score 50 points without doing what? I know you guys were a little stumped on this also when we were talking.
Yeah, this is a good one. Yeah. This is a really good question.
Yeah. Let's see. King Brett, anything?
Oh, there we go, DJ.
Look out.
Yeah, there you go, DJ. There you go. Free throw.
Killing.
Yeah. First player. Wait, did he win the previous moment?
Yeah.
All right. So, D-Jack, would you like to be a good Samaritan and throw this moment over to Porter, who also had it at the same time?
Don't do it, D-Jack.
If
Get
so,
you, Porter.
Let me know. But yeah, so first person in NBA history. Oops, let me hide that. To hit 50 points without
that's
free
impressive.
throw.
That's impressive.
D-Jack, awesome man. So yeah, Porter, you were right there at the buzzer, and he's gonna give it to you. So Porter, just shoot me a DM in Twitter or in the Flowty.
Is there a nicer person in the community than DJ? I mean, come on. I don't think you can. I mean, they're just not. They don't exist.
Colton is one of the Jazz captains too. By the
way. Oh, okay.
So, all right, Colton, I'm gonna be hitting you up anyways then soon for something unrelated. So we'll get talking, and I'll send you that Murray. So congrats on that.
Congrats, Colton.
Of course, D-Jack's on the NLL council too.
I gotta get back into that. I gotta get back into the NLL.
What? You're not in? Come on.
I got my infinite object back there from.
I mean, I have my infinite object too. So I did. So I mean, I bought it. I got all that. I actually hit the LaMelo like right before the announcement that the lounge was live.
Yeah.
And I've one of the very few times where I was like, I'm going to take profits. I'm going to take a solid 5K in profits here.
Look at you. Look at you.
But not before I made 2,953 custom avatars for everyone in the NLL
That's right.
community.
I've got mine. Thank you.
You do. Oh, that's right. That's right. That's awesome.
Yeah, I don't believe in taking profits. I believe in buying high, selling low, and losing money.
All right, let's get to so two more things on the docket. We're gonna get you some predictions for the finals, and then before we signed off, I did want to go through some recent Flowty feature releases. But first,
y'all are killing it. I mean, every day I feel like I got new options on the platform.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. But first, we're just admitting, Ben Kukainis, revered Philadelphia 76ers fan for 35 years, concedes Nikola Jokic's superiority to Joel Embiid.
Wow.
Okay?
Wow.
There we go. If you want to clip it, you
push back on that a little bit. I mean,
that's unforced.
I'm not ready to go there. I mean, Embiid is a hell of a player, and he's got more dog in him. You know, he's got more grit, I think.
So here's my thought on this, and I was going to say this before. I was going to say this earlier when we were talking about it, and I think this is something that isn't brought up enough. The whole, quitting or not getting it or understanding it. I think that a large part of that is because he didn't play basketball until age 16 or 17 or something.
Right.
And these guys you look at, if you think about Tatum or Jimmy Butler, like these guys have all been playing basketball since before they could walk.
Yeah.
So like, there's something there's like a different meaning. There's a different meaning there, but I don't know. Like we don't get a lot of Nuggets games here in Philly, televised. And so like I didn't miss a single game this playoffs, like across anything. And well,
I've seen, there's times where and I know it's true for the Joker too, but there's times where Embiid is just so much better than everybody else on the court. He requires so much attention and energy just to slow him down a little bit. So
the one thing he has going for him is the defense and the rim presence, because Jokic does get taken off the floor, in defensive opportunities.
Oh yeah.
But honestly, let's just be happy that we're like living and getting to watch an age where these two absolute big men are dominating.
Yeah, they're so good.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like Embiid is someone that, since we first saw him, get into the league, I mean, obviously it took a long time, but even just in this short time period, he's added a lot of game, and you can see that skill kind of developing. It seems more. There's more that he keeps unpacking there. Very similar to someone like Siakam, who was very similarly like introduced to basketball at such a late age compared to many of the stars.
Right.
But you also see that with someone like Tim Duncan, who's Mr. Fundamental, and bro was a swimmer in high school and everything like that. So I guess it can come from anywhere, but some of the skill and having skill outside of basketball, I guess, transfers over, and they just got to figure it out. And they're solid.
Well, I remember I think his backup was soccer. Like his parents, I think, initially wanted him to either be Embiid to be like a doctor or to play soccer. Wow. Well, when you go to Africa, Asia, Europe, it's soccer. It's not
sure.
Basketball, maybe, basketball more so in Europe. Yeah.
I'm a fan. I'm an Embiid fan. I mean, I like the Joker too, but I won't. Yeah, people who talk trash about Embiid, I'm like, you just don't see how impressive.
I'm allowed to talk trash. I've been through heartbreak. Okay,
that's true.
I've been through heartbreak, and
that's true.
Yeah,
I
do love watching Joker play. As a Blazer fan, we've beat them and we've lost to them in the playoffs the last few years. On our Western Conference Finals run a few years back, we took the Nuggets to 7. We beat them, but that didn't come without a lot of overtime. We had a 4 overtime game against them.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of Joker the last few years, and I'm waiting for that third time we can face off against them and hopefully beat them this time again and take that best 2 of the 3 in terms of playoff series. But they're kind of looking like a bit of a nemesis to us a little bit in that way.
I can see that.
After 2 recent playoff series against them.
Yeah.
And being a division rival.
Right. Prediction time.
Yes.
I go Nuggets in 5 personally.
5.
Yeah. So Michael Porter Jr. is like finally what we had hoped he would be. Maybe expectations have been lowered a little bit. And I know he's, usually going to be the 3rd scorer, maybe even the 4th scorer, in certain games. But like he's becoming what people I feel like had hoped. Jamal Murray is healthy, and I feel like he is reminding people. He's reminding people like Bubble was not a fluke. I'm healthy now, and he's just making it look effortless. So I go Nuggets in 5. What about you guys?
Well, I think those are good points. But I think 5's a little aggressive.
Fair enough.
I would say Nuggets. I would say Nuggets in 6. I think
6?
The Heat. They're just. They're a good team, right? Their pieces fit well together, and they're obviously well coached. And there are times when Jimmy Butler is just unstoppable. So I would say
he is stoppable for
any.
Butler.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But what they've got these I didn't know if you guys knew this, but they have undrafted players.
Don't tell
really
me.
Good.
Yes.
Okay. I'm sorry, Trevor. Go ahead.
No, I don't know. I'm gonna say 6. I'm hoping for 6. I love a more competitive NBA Finals that goes a few more games other than a 4 or 5. That would just be disappointing. Jamal Murray, he's looking like one of the best players ever to not win an All-Star game or make it to an All-Star game yet.
Yeah.
Though a lot of that's been due to injury. But he's looking really good, and like you said, Michael Porter Jr. and Aaron Gordon and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Bruce Bowen.
KCP pulls out like 10 points out of his ass in like 2 minutes in random games. Like I'll bet like parlays and stuff, and just like I'll look at the end of the first quarter score, and he's up to like 12 points already. He doesn't get anything the rest of the game, but
he is good. He's good.
Yeah.
I really liked him when he was on the Pistons once upon a time, since the Pistons are my second team. When he got drafted, I was really excited for it, and he was balling. And they gave him away for a box of rocks, but I don't know, like he's someone who's pretty underrated in that way, and I think fits in really well. And Bruce Brown is almost like the inverse of him in that way, and they both do really good off-ball like activities.
They're deep.
They're doing a lot of
the Nuggets. They are just so deep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I really like them, but the Heat, like, I do like Duncan. Being a Michigan guy, I watched him in college and everything like that. So that's good to see. But I don't know. It's every time we've now like not given the Heat credit every series so far, pretty much, and they're like, fuck what you heard. Like,
exactly.
We're gonna ball.
Yeah,
that's true. The one thing, and you could point to coaching. Okay, they beat Joe Mazzulla led team. And who's the Knicks coach? Why am I drawing a blank?
Tibbs.
Oh yeah, Tom Thibodeau. But I think it's going to be too tall of a task. But I am rooting for them. I want Jimmy to get a Butler. I'm rooting for the Heat because I want Jimmy to get a ring. I said Jimmy to get a Butler. I want Jimmy to get a ring.
You want Jimmy to get the ring.
Yeah. Jokic will have plenty of time. He will get there. Like this team did. Yeah, this team is so deep. They'll have plenty of chances. This might be.
Yeah.
I don't know. Actually,
I wouldn't be disappointed if Butler got a championship. I think he deserves one. He's stout.
Tobias over me. That wasn't the case. That wasn't the case, everyone. It was Ben Simmons over him, okay? It wasn't Tobias Harris.
Oh.
What about Tyler Hero? He's expected to come back, I believe, game 2. Is he going to play? Is he going to play okay? Like, the team is doing well without him.
More like Thibodeau. I like that.
But like, what do we think that addition of Tyler Hero to this team that has done really well without him? Like, what do you do with that? That's easy stuff to introduce and insert.
I don't know. I think you have to play. I think you have to play him. Like, I don't think Spoelstra is going to be like, well, we're doing really good, so Tyler, we're going to cap you at 10 minutes a game.
Right.
I don't.
Who knows?
I don't know. We'll find out soon enough, though.
Yep.
We'll find out soon enough.
I mean, they just had to go and pull Kevin Love out of their rotation too after he started so many games and played, a lot, for the tail end of the season. I mean, I don't think he played a single minute the last 2 games, and so no, he didn't. Got to add in another guy. Like, I mean, they're so deep. All of a sudden, these quality players are chilling.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's true. All right, let's close things out shortly. We do still have one more giveaway, but first, wanted to go through some recent items over on Flowty. If you attended the last office hours, thank you very much. Also, an announcement: we do have office hours tomorrow at 12:30 in the Flowty Discord.
12:30 Eastern time.
12:30 Eastern.
On a highlight for the those like me on West Coast.
Yes. Hey, between you and Austin on the West Coast, and then Eugene in Australia, like I was prepping for my call with him yesterday at like 7:30 in the morning with Ezra. Like Ezra's having his bottle. I'm just like, oh my god. But yeah, all right. So let's pull. Yeah, let me pull this up. Flowty, and we are gonna switch over to right here. I gotta hide this. So the
4 buy, baby, I love that. 4 collectors, buy collectors.
So a couple things. If you didn't attend last office hours, or if you didn't know before, you can make offers across both Dapper Wallet and non-Dapper Wallet, and it's as easy as literally making an offer right there. Mm-hmm. And by the way, Trevor, if you want to add anything, please jump in. Certainly, if I'm forgetting anything, I'm not going to do the whole tour because people can go back and watch previous office hours or any of the videos that we've put out. But remember, you can put offers on Flowty, and if you head over to your profile, you can see any offers that have been received and any offers that have been made. Nice. All of mine have been wiped because my Dapper has been wiped from Rookie from Rookie Revelation. Although to get some discounts. There
you go.
Here on Flowty.
I saw you make a deal with Alexa the other day too.
Yep. He hooked me up with the AJ Griffin, which interestingly enough, I pulled the AJ Griffin out of the Rookie Revelation pack, but he wasn't part of the Keegan Murray challenge. So basically swapped him. Who did I swapped him? I think for what did I swap him for? I forget who I swapped him for. But
big time.
anyways,
I mean, you're swapping Legos and don't even know.
Oh, but I'm still not making a profit. I'm still not draining my bank account. Okay?
I love it. That's my kind of collecting.
Yes. So reminder, you can make offers here on Flowty, whether it be from Dapper Wallet or non-Dapper Wallet. And you will also be able to see on individual moments what a high offer is. So if we pull up our friends at AI Sports, you can check out what the best offer is, whether that be in Dapper or whether it be in USDC or Flow if you're using Blockto, Lilico, or any other non-Dapper wallet. So offers reminder, the latest, and this is going to be the topic, I think primary topic of office hours tomorrow, so not going to go through it completely, is implementation of fair market value. Big round of applause and thanks
Yes.
to the amazing dev team at Flowty and also to the awesome guys over at Own the Moment. So on any Top Shot or All Day listing, you will see third-party fair market value. And if you list something or if you see something that is discounted 5% or more, it gets a nice fancy badge.
Nice.
So you can take that in a number of different ways. If I'm going here, let me see if I want to buy now any Top Shot moment, $5 min, and let's sort by discount to fair market value.
Sweet.
So awesome feature here. I know Mike is going to talk a lot more about it on office hours tomorrow, but certainly again, another big thanks to our dev team for getting this out. It's absolutely fantastic. Hey,
it's pretty I think it's pretty awesome in general though, because they also convert, like if you have your the sell price of what someone's trying to list it for, they convert it if it's in flow, the dollar value over. So they automatically do that. So you don't need to go in and think to yourself or go look up what is the current price of flow. It's already converted there in terms of providing that FMV, which is like wild to me. And I didn't even get that at first, but now all of a sudden, a lot of this is keeping you on Flowty, so you don't have, because I think one thing that was happening before was we weren't like, you're looking through it and one of your first thoughts are like, is this a good deal or not?
Right.
I'm hesitating, like, and all of a sudden you're bouncing between here and Own the Moment or the Top Shot Marketplace, something like that, like trying to decide, like, before you put your money into it, like, what is this a good value or not? And I think this really kind of streamlines that, not only with that token conversion, but then in addition to that, like, having that OTM value and knowing that, like, hey, like, I'm doing something, like, I can trust OTM, so I can trust
I can trust Flowty. Exactly. And one thing I love from a seller's perspective, the big thing is if you're trying to get quicker liquidity, you price it down a little bit and you get that nice badge, and it'll tell you if you're listing it just like this. And again, I don't want to do too much because I know Mike is going to cover it, but it'll tell you in real time. So let's see, Jaden Ivey, FMV 533. If I list this for 525, like nothing's going to appear, but it will tell me in real time.
Nice.
It'll tell you in real time. And if I change that even lower, 469. Yeah. So it's awesome. It's awesome for both buyers and sellers.
It's amazing.
Promotion around this right now, right, Ben?
There is a promotion around this. Let me pull up.
It's amazing to me how the development of these tools has happened so quickly since I started collecting on Top Shot. Like, this is just so helpful. When I first started making my own freaking spreadsheets, right? Just trying to come up with some idea of what I was doing in the market, and to watch you just type in that price and see that badge pop up and change.
It's amazing.
It
really is. And I mean, one of our main goals is to just have people use things so like this, and that they just commit it to muscle memory. Like, But
provide feedback, of course.
Very helpful.
Provide exactly.
Very helpful.
Please, if you have feedback,
to even Roham, making the demand in a tweet, asking if that was something that NBL was interested in implementing, and Austin turned it around in 24 hours.
Unbelievable.
To be able to add the filters for
Serial.
Serial 1, Perfect, and Jersey are now
Jersey.
That's so cool.
Unbelievable.
We added to the team so much that I don't like, while so many different companies right now are kind of downsizing a little bit, it's crazy. We're Floaty's still hiring. Ben is about to become the not newest guy on the team.
I'm old. I'm old news now. I'm going to be old news soon. Trevor, no, I'm glad you reminded me. So we do have it's just a fun little giveaway revolving around FMV. So we do have a Top Shot debut T-shirt that we're giving out. All you got to do is list a moment with that badge on Flowty. So you be listing a moment at 5% discount to FMV or more. Send reply with a screenshot here and your wallet address, and you will be entered to win. We really just want to get people in the habit and get people familiar with it. But yeah, I know Mike will talk more. Mike will talk more about it. So,
great giveaway. Love that shirt.
Yeah.
Did you guys win one of the shirts?
I did. It's a great shirt. It's high quality.
I did not win one, but in the first round, but I've been added to the second round of distribution just for being a captain.
Oh, gotcha.
Look at
so I'm
you.
looking forward to getting that.
You deserve it. You deserve it. You captains, man. You guys put in the work. You deserve some love for sure.
Yeah, you really do. All right, let's close things out with one more giveaway, and this is the all famous
offensive foul.
Oh, they added, so now you can filter on Top Shot, dunk, assist, offensive foul. Yeah.
Love it.
So we had hinted at this earlier. Again, first person with the correct answer in the comments wins the Miami Heat team redemption. How many undrafted players are on the Heat's postseason roster? It's a tricky one.
Good question.
How many? Yeah,
Dream Shake
undrafted
should
players
know this,
are on the
right?
Heat's postseason.
Tweaker's trying to add additional giveaways into this too.
Let's close things out. That's good. That's good. That's good. Tweaker gets it though.
Oh my god!
Yes, Tweaker
67.
does get it.
I think
He
Trevor
trolls
was right.
and then gets it.
Trolls and then nails the moment. Yeah, Martin, Robinson, Vincent, Struess, Highsmith, Haslam, and Yurtseven. Yep,
I think 67 is the answer.
Unbelievable. Nicely done, Tweaker. I'll hit you up. The Dream Shake not entering Heat trivia. Yeah.
What a guy.
Anyways, this was fun, guys.
Yeah.
Anything else you wanted to add? I'm hoping, if you've been tuned in either today or to our previous show, we're going to be doing more Flowty Live, expanding Flowty Live. Please be sure to subscribe and spread the word to everyone, because we're going to be doing more of these shows, whether it's roundtables, collection spotlights. Mike and I were sort of playing around with the idea of state of Flowty in like
nice.
a state of the union type form. No politics though. So, I'm exhausted. I log on Twitter and I'm like, I'm already exhausted. And I'm gonna log off.
Yes.
But yeah, thanks so much, everyone. Kiss, Trevor. Any closing thoughts?
Good times. Good times. I know you're hiring. I know Mike plays tennis. I could pick up his tennis balls and handle his balls if that's the job.
Ball handle.
Anyway, I'll fill out an application. Just tell me where. No, great time, guys. Y'all are the best. So much fun. Thanks for letting me be on.
Absolutely,
of course, man.
And if you haven't already, make sure you go in, like the show, subscribe to the Flowty YouTube page. Really appreciate it. And yeah, tomorrow, office hours in the Discord, you can go in and click the interested button so that you get a little Discord pop-up notification tomorrow once it goes live. And we're going to dig a little bit deeper into FMV, what that means to you as a collector, both on the buying and selling side. Really digging into why you should be using Flowty in its marketplace. So thank y'all for coming out, and let's hope for a good game tonight. No more blowouts.
Yes. Oh, and one more thing I did want to add. If you missed any part of this, or if you're more of an audio fan, all of these shows do get converted to audio and podcast form. I'll post the podcast link to subscribe on Spotify. I'll post that in the YouTube description. So
we all look better on the podcast version.
Yes.
Oh, I know. I know. We're like 5.5 out of 10s. Podcast versions. We're Heidi Klum on there.
Yeah.
Okay?
A face for radio, isn't that what they say? You got a face for radio.
Good stuff, guys. Yeah. Thanks so much again, everyone. And we'll talk to you soon.
Good times.
Peace.